Hello everybody and welcome back to Teal House Farm. Things are finally about back to normal here, or as normal as they can be. We have been home from the hospital for about 5 days now, so it's about 10 days since surgery. Annie is back up and able to walk around the house. She still needs her wheelchair for long distances and uneven surfaces outside the house, but we're getting there. She's able to walk around the ground floor and get to the kitchen and the bathroom and everything, which is great. She's doing great. Ivy is back on to being a basketball star, which has been her dream for the last year. And basketball season is finally here, and she's able to play in our little Pee-wee league, and she's loving it. And everybody else is doing great. We're back to our homeschool. We had taken a week off during the surgery just because it was too crazy with a lot of different babysitters for the other kids, and we're back to that. And I just wanted to make a really quick video to show you some of the really neat things some of our viewers have sent us over the past month. Just things that we were not expecting, things that people saw when they were watching our videos and said, gee, I think that would maybe help them out a little bit or be something they'd really enjoy. So we wanted to share those with you and say thank you to everybody who sent us something for us to use around the homestead. First and foremost, we want to say a humongous thank you to everybody who sent cards for Annie. This is my huge binder that I made for her, with all of her cards in there so that she can look through them anytime she wants to. We have lots of kids that send her pictures, lots of people who send her just little notes of encouragement or cute little animal cards that she loved. And she'll keep these for a long time. I know she'll enjoy them. And she still has more to open. We got so many that I've spread them out over the last couple weeks even. So we still have some states that are waiting to be opened. But thank you to everybody who sent a card. She is enjoying opening them. We do it every day, and we opened well over 100 in the hospital, which was so much fun. And thank you to everyone too who sent Annie something to do in the hospital. We got tons and tons of coloring books and stickers, and now they are in this box here. I call it my board box, and when the kids complain to me that they have nothing to do, I tell them that there are a million things to do in the board box and to pick something. And that has been a lot of fun. All of the kids love to color, love to do stickers. There's some magnet, like dress-up dolls in there that somebody sent that are a lot of fun. So just lots for them to do, and they are all enjoying those gifts now that we are home from the hospital. So thank you to everybody who sent us something. That is going to keep them occupied for a very long time, and is a special treat for everybody. Now we did get some really neat homesteading things that I want to show. From some of our viewers, and some of these I actually don't know where they came from, so if I know where they came from, I'm going to try to thank you personally, but if we don't know, if we didn't have a note in there, then I don't know. So we'll start with what came first. So the first thing that we got was this from Dan, and Dan sent us a log hauler, I guess is what I'll call it. So it's just a big heavy-duty canvas tarp, and you pile your logs in there, and to make it easier to bring the logs into the house, which is great. So when Sam is working, especially on really cold days, we just can only stack so much wood in our mudroom, and so to get it from the wood pile to the mudroom, it takes me lots and lots of trips. But now I can just put it in this and be able to carry, you know, 10 logs at a time, and I only have to make 2 or 3 trips to fill up the mudroom, which is just wonderful. And it also saves my fingers and my arms from lots of splinters from carrying the logs. So thank you, Dan. That has already been put to use and is well loved. Mary sent us some regular canning lids, which thank you very much, Mary, because she saw a video I did a while ago. I think we were canning, might have been our barbecue pork, and if it wasn't our barbecue pork, then it was our dry beans. But I mentioned how I just couldn't find just lids. I could always get rings and lids, but never just lids. And I really don't need more rings. I have hundreds of rings, and so I just kept having all these rings I didn't need. I don't like buying things I don't need. And so she found near her some regular canning lids and sent them to us. So thank you very much. Ivy and I have some canning projects coming up this week. Ivy loves to can, and so these will be perfect for that. So thank you. And speaking of canning, I got some reusable lids, and I don't think I know who these came from. So if this was you, thank you very much, and please feel free to comment below. But these are Tattler lids, and I've talked about them before in both my blog and the vlog here, but I never actually tried them. They've been on my Amazon wish list for a long time, and I've never tried them only because they are more expensive. It's an investment, and so when I go to buy new lids, I'm like, well, I could buy 12 of these reusable Tattler lids, or I could buy like 50 regular canning lids. And when it comes to being frugal and saving money, that's a big leap for me, and I've never made it, especially when things got harder to find in these Tattler lids. The price went way up. It was really hard to find regular lids, and then these, like, the price like tripled. But it has come back down, and so viewers sent these to me, and I'm excited to try. So I'll show you really quick. They look a lot like regular canning lids, the same shape, but they're plastic, and they come with these rubber rings and like that, and that becomes your lid. And then when you pop it off, it's completely reusable, and you don't have to throw anything away. I think after a while the rubber will lose its integrity and will have to be replaced, but you should get many canning uses out of these. So I'm excited to give them a try. I think Micah and I are gonna make some strawberry jam because she loves strawberry jam, and so I told her we would make some together just with some frozen strawberries I have in the freezer, and we would try these lids. When it comes to trying new canning things, I always do it on jams and jellies because it's very simple to make, it's quick, and also if for some reason it just doesn't work at all and you get a bad seal, like jams and jellies can be thrown in the freezer and you don't have to worry about it. So you don't really lose anything if you take them out of the canner and you have a bad seal. So we'll be trying those, actually probably tomorrow is when we'll do it. And then we got, this just says it's from here near where we live, from somebody sent me a cast iron seasoned loaf pan, which was on my Amazon wish list as well. And Sam is really excited about this because back when we were first married, I used to make a sweet sourdough bread that is just delicious. But the recipe makes 2 loaves, and I only have 1 cast iron loaf pan, so I never really make that recipe. I mean, I'm sure I could freeze the second loaf or feed it to the chickens or put it in the fridge and then bake it next. I don't know. But it just kind of annoyed me that I needed 2 loaf pans and I don't have 2. The Teflon pans I have are all chipped and cracked, and the nonstick stuff is like coming off, which just can't be good for you. So I would always just make breads that I could either make in my bread maker or breads that only needed 1, that the recipe only made 1 loaf at a time. And so now that I have 2, I've already started the starter to make his very favorite sweet sourdough bread. Maybe I will do a video on that if that interests anybody. It's not a traditional like circle hard sourdough. It's very sweet. It's delicious with some apple butter on it. It's got some potato in it. Just a very moist, it's like a decadent, it's almost like a dessert. It's very good. But now that I have 2 cast iron pans, I can do that. I can also bake a whole lot of other things too, I'm sure. So thank you, whoever sent this to me. This also was something that had been on our Amazon wish list for a while, just hanging out there. Somebody saw it and sent it our way. So thank you very much. And then this one's cheating a little bit, but this is from somebody, I hope it's a viewer. It's from my sister. So thank you, Carrie. She's watched some of her videos and noticed that my cameraing skills are a little bit shaky, which you probably have all noticed too, because we don't have a tripod. And so whenever I need a shot, I end up stacking jars on top of each other or boxes, trying to get the camera at the right angle, or one of the kids is holding the camera and it's all shaky. So she got me this tripod for both my camera and my smartphone, so whatever I'm filming with, we can have a good steady surface for the camera to be on. Don't have to worry about the kids shaking the lens so hard that you can't see what's going on. So thank you very much. My vlogging should improve tremendously now that I have a tripod. And the last thing for me here was we got this very lovely note from Anne, who told me a little bit about her garden this year, and she also said that she loves embroidery, and I know I showed this in another video, but I'll show it to you again. And so she sent me a whole set of these really neat kitchen towels that she embroidered, and each one is different with some vegetables on them, and they're just super cute, and I like cute things, and it's just something nice to brighten up my kitchen, and I'm enjoying them. So thank you very much, Anne, for taking the time to make these and then send them our way. Okay, and then we got 2 things for Annie. 2 adaptable kitchen items, which is really neat. Annie loves to help in the kitchen, but if you've been around our channel a long time, you know that she only has functional use of one of her hands, which makes a lot of kitchen tasks really hard. And if you don't believe me, tie a hand around your back and try to chop up an apple or cook something. It's incredibly difficult. And she is a hard worker, and she figures out how to do a lot of things one-handed. But yeah, she's in there. She's listening. She does a good job. But sometimes it's just nice to have something that's meant to help you. And so Lady in the Mountains, who comments regularly, so she sent us this really neat, it's called a mezzaluna, I believe is how you say it. It's a board with a single hand chopper. But it's nice. These are actually meant, I think, for chopping up herbs because of the well, and it keeps things from floating off your cutting board. But for somebody like Annie, where things are always trying to roll away because you can't stabilize them with your other hand, it keeps everything in the center, and she doesn't have to worry about holding the board because it's very heavy. It's not going to move on her, and then she can use the single hand knife to dice up whatever she's helping me with, and we don't have to worry about things rolling off the table. I don't really have to worry about something popping out from under the knife and then her cutting herself. This provides a much more stable surface where everything's going to sit in the center for her. So she is very excited to help with whatever my next project is that she helps with when we're cooking in the kitchen. And then the second thing, and I'm so sorry, I accidentally misplaced the note that came with this gift from Amazon. This may also have been from Lady in the Mountains, but I'm not 100% sure on that. So if this was you, please comment below and remind me so I can thank you, because this is really neat. This is a single hand chopper. I got money from my cards. Yes, Annie did get money in some of those cards. And what did you say you were going to buy with your dollars? McDonald's. She wants McDonald's chicken nuggets. So we'll get some McDonald's. But this last thing here was also for Annie. And this is a cutter for small items that can roll away. So like grapes and cherry tomatoes and things, you pile them in here, and it comes with a knife, and you can just slice them. And this will allow her to be able to slice small things one-handed, not having to worry about them rolling away on her. So you'll be able to help. Your birthday's not for a long time. You'll be able to help in the kitchen a lot now, Annie, and we won't have to worry about you slicing any of your fingers off. So thank you to everybody who sent us something. I love you. Annie, as you can see, is feeling much better and is up walking around the house. Back's still a little sore, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, but we're doing pretty good.
I still get to sleep in Mom and Dad's
And she is still sleeping downstairs because stairs, she probably could do them, but it's a little bit like a toddler. You're just worried they're going to fall. So we're staying downstairs for this week.
I can't go upstairs yet.
Yeah, not yet. Maybe next week.
Okay.
Yep. And she goes to therapy 5 times a week, so she's working really hard to get her muscles really strong after her surgery so that we can do big things, right, Annie? Thank you again to everybody who sent us something. Again, if you're one of the mystery people who sent us something and want to let us know below so that we can thank you, please let me know. We appreciate everything. We appreciate everyone's prayers and kind words and thoughts as we went through this surgery week, which we had a lot of apprehension about, but it has turned out to be a wonderful thing.
Actually, I got one card someone got in the hospital. Like, someone was here, someone knocked on the door.
Oh yeah, we had a visitor in the hospital, yeah, and they brought you a card and a present, didn't they? That was very nice of them.
It was gummies.
They brought you some Gushers.
Where did you put the Gushers?
We ate all the Gushers.
No, we didn't.
And you can go look, but I'm pretty sure they have all been eaten. So thank you so much for watching. We will be back very soon with lots of canning and greenhouse planting and all sorts of the busyness that comes with spring on the homestead. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.